Hey guys, so this is going to be my first video on this channel, and this video is going to be about top 5 ways to keep your fish tank balanced. There's many ways you could do this, and in the fish community, one thing that I do notice is that a lot of people are always asking, what do I do when there's algae bloom? What do I do when my fish are producing too much waste? Or they're just having trouble managing all the water changes that they have to do every week. This one is don't overfeed. Now, I'm not, don't go on Google searching up how much you should feed your fish, because Google likes to give the extra amount and is not the right amount. Your fish could last a very, very long time without food. They will end up searching around the tank for little bacteria that is growing, and they will eat off of that. So what I do with my feedings, I feed them every other day. Not an insane amount, just enough to fill them up. They got very tiny stomachs. They are going to survive. If I go on vacation and they don't get fed for 3-4 days, they are going to be perfectly fine. There's no reason to do a water change and filter cleaning every day, every week. Don't be a clean freak. If you think about it, if in a lake, for instance, is a lake getting cleaned out every other week? Is it getting drained and then topped off with water? No, it's not. It's not. It's its own ecosystem. It's surviving, and it has a balance to it. What you want for your tank is you want a balance. So what I always recommend people to do is I wouldn't recommend going to get those colorful rocks and have no plants in it, and you just have you have just decorations in it. You're gonna have to do a water change probably every week, because there's nothing helping it out. There is no plants filtering the water. The only thing that's going to be filtering the water is going to be your filtration. Which, if that's your preference, then that's your preference. I understand that. That's to each their own. My preference on fish tanks, I prefer to do aquascaping and have a planted aquarium. So, if you want to not have to do weekly water changes and only top off your tank, this is something you could definitely do. So on the bottom soil, I have aqua soil, and then I capped it with some gravel, and then I capped it with sand. The reason for that is because if you don't cap it that way, all the aqua soil, all the fertilizer in that soil is going to spew out, and it's going to get into the water, and it's going to cause it to have an algae bloom. It's going to be a mess. So what you want to do is you want to create an ecosystem. So I did that, and you just plant. You get as much plants as you could fit in there, pretty much, and you plant them. You don't have to get a CO2. People do no CO2 systems all the time. I do that myself, and I do CO2 too. This one's a CO2, so that allows me to get more plants that wouldn't grow in a no CO2 system. If you do get a no CO2 system, you're going to want to get plants that are hardy and don't require CO2 all the time. Java fern, Amazon swords, what else? You can even get floating plants. Floating plants would work because they get CO2 out of the system, out of the air. Another thing you could get is right here. This is a pothos, diamond pothos. It's an outside plant. All you do is you put it on top of your filter or somehow in your water. The roots will go into the water, and they're going to take the bacteria out and filter it. It's its own ecosystem. I never do a water change on this tank. The most I do is I will top off the water, and if I do see algae, coming up onto the surface of this, I will get my magnet. Number 3, the more natural, the better. It's kind of self-explanatory. If you look at a lake, pond, anything, you're going to see that there's plants. There's it's kind of working, and it's working together to keep everything balanced and alive and not destroy it. The plants filter the water, allow it to be safe for the fish. The plants also create CO2 from the sun, so then that allows the plants to grow. The oxygen is from water flowing into the lake. Some fish can breathe outside too, of the water, like betta fish. They'll come up to the top and they'll breathe and they'll come back down. Or snails, for example. What else? You want to have, that's pretty much it for the natural. You want to keep it natural as much as possible. For example, this pothos, all the plants. I'm planning on putting more plants in this tank. This isn't it. Like, I'm putting a lot more. I'm going to put more red. I want some more red to pop it. And then I also want some tetras, cardinal tetras, and some cherry shrimp. I can do that, though, because I know that this tank is going to be able to handle it. I know that I have enough plants to filter all that waste. I know that I have a very well-balanced ecosystem to handle all of that. If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to put that many fish in a tank this size. Number 4, light time. Okay, so light time is very important. It's recommended from 6 hours to 12 hours. Me personally, I've never gone to 12 hours. That's a lot of light. If you have a bigger tank, maybe that will work. I have a 40-gallon here that I only have at 11 to 10 hours right now. So with this tank, I currently have it on 9 hours. What you want to do is you want to start from the bottom up. So you want to start the light cycle at 6 hours. Give it 2 weeks. If you don't see any algae blooming or nothing, like no algae, no hair algae coming on the plants, then bump it up to 8 hours, or do hour increments. Once you hit once you hit 10 hours, and let's say you get algae, it's time to reset, go back down to 9 hours, see if you still have algae in a couple of weeks. If you still have algae, go down to 8 hours. Once you're at 8 hours, you should be able to find the sweet spot. The sweet spot is where there's no algae, but there is algae, but your snails, your cleaner crew can take care of that for you. All you have to do is once in a while take this little scrubber and just get the little hard algae that the snails and the shrimp can't get. It's as simple as that, guys. Number 5, use plants and fish waste as a benefit. So what that means is you wanna use your fish. When you feed them, they're gonna produce waste. That's why you don't want to overfeed them, because then they will produce too much waste. You don't want to feed them every day. You don't want to feed them 2 times a day. Definitely not 3 times a day. Only once every other day. It's as easy as that. They will eat. They'll produce waste. I feed these fish every other day. Clearly, you could tell that there's not much waste here at all in the tank, where I don't have to get a tube and siphon the sand out. I don't do that. I let it handle itself. You want to let the fish create waste. The plants are going to use that waste to grow. They're going to use it because it's going to turn into nitrates. They're going to eat that, and it's going to allow them to grow. The plants are going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to just create more of a balance for your tank. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to create many more videos. I want to create a video on adding cherry red shrimp and neon cardinal tetras and more red plants. I think I'm going to create a video on just purely getting the red plants and getting cardinal tetras. I'm thinking of adding probably like 5. They're good as a schooling fish. Their characteristics show more when they're as a school. And then I'm also going to make videos on creating aquascapes. And just showing what I love to do, my passion. I hope you guys loved this video. I appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want to learn more, because I'm going to bring out more of these tips and tricks videos and other videos showing me build cool aquariums like this. See you guys later.